Hello and welcome to the channel, I'm Lozzy, and in today's video we're going to get straight to it. I'm going to be reacting to old videos of my old bands. Now I've been in a few, so there's going to be a few bands in it. I'm going to try and do the video in like two parts to cover the different bands I've been in and the different songs I want to react to. I've been in a few bands over the years. We've had some original music filmed and uploaded to YouTube, as you do. I must just point out, if you do see some questionable scenes and fashion choices and anything else that you find undesirable, I'll just say the oldest is 8 years old, around that sort of time, so just bear with, do you know what I mean? Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat, because I rarely wear hats, this is why. So let's just end that conversation, nip that in the bud, and we'll carry on. Now the first band we're going to be looking at is my old band Slam and Jen. I know you've already heard of them, because they're world renowned. The band consisted of me. Also had Jordan in the band, you may know from Duty Rhino or the Atma podcast, which is a fucking supreme top tier level podcast. Check it out. That's APMA, as in allegedly, possibly, maybe Army podcast. A lot of people ask that. It stands for Army because, you know, you are part of the podcast. If you are a fan or a subscriber or anything like that, you are our army. Also in this band, you've got Luke, who's the rhythm guitarist on the left. Then next to me is Jack on the bass on the right. And then the guy furthest to your right is David, who's the lead guitarist. We used to play in a garage, you know, proper like back to your roots rock shit. You start up in like someone's garage or your mate's fucking bedroom. We decided to record this video, which was the first song we've written for this band. I do just want to point out before we start, okay, this was filmed on like an old flip camera. Can you remember those? If you are like Gen Z, you won't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. But flip cameras, mate, were the pinnacle of cameras at the time. You know, you could literally flip it and it had a USB that come out the side. I mean, you stick it into a computer and the fucking thing would fall off and break your USB port on your computer, but fuck it. Do you know what I mean? It was innovation. Also meant that it had an absolute bitch of a fucking microphone inside of it, so you're going to hear a lot of crappy cymbal and drum sounds from myself. I do also need to apologise because I'll be watching on my phone, so if you've got any comments or send some hate my way, fucking do it, right? Just trust me, I'll fucking find you and I'll nut you on the street, son. Do you know what I mean? I've got the fucking forehead for it. Anyway, I babbled on for about 2 minutes without showing any footage. Let's fucking get into it. So this is Slam and Jen, Don't Give Her. Me building up on the fucking hi-hats, loving life, loving life. I don't really know what the Jamie Oliver reference was in that, but I'm loving it. I love it, I still do. As you can see, we're all like really fucking cramped in this, so this was how it literally was every single practice. That's how close we were together. I've got to say, I do love in the build up to the breakdown, which you're now about to see, the rhythm guitarist Luke, he's mouthing the words and he's getting so into it. I really respect that. Never seen that before, never noticed it. I've got to rate that because that's some mad vibes right there. And this breakdown, honestly, I had not written anything or done any drum work for this at all. They played it, they said this is what it's going to be like, and I just smashed the fuck out of the drums for about 30 seconds straight, and then that was the breakdown. This breakdown goes on for far longer than I ever remember. I don't know. I mean, I like it still, but I don't remember it being this long. And then the lead singer comes back in, steps out of the limelight for just a few seconds, because the ego is building up. So no, I need to be the centre of attention. I need to get back in the middle. I must admit, I do like the way we come back in to like the chorus there, and here we go. This is building up to the next breakdown, because there's two in this song. Do you know what I mean? There's never enough breakdowns in this song. The only thing I think is a bit off-putting about this song is how energetic the song is, but how little room we have to exhibit or show the energy that the song deserves. I mean, I've got to say that last breakdown was exactly the same drum pattern, more or less, as the first breakdown, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I just tried to keep some sort of time and just hit the drums harder than I usually did. So yeah, that was Slam and Jen, one of my former bands, with Don't Give It. It was actually, the song was literally called Don't Give It. I do like the lyrics in that one. You know it's old because it mentions Obey and Jamie Oliver. I mean, one of those two things fucking been relevant in the last like 6-7 years. But anyway, moving on. Now the second video is basically the same band with a different name, except the lead guitarist left, so we only had one guitarist. We were called Cloud Atlas. Don't know why. Don't know who really came up with the name. Obviously it was named after the film Cloud Atlas, which I've never seen to this day. I don't know if it's any good. It's got Tom Hanks in it. That's all I know. So this song is called Signals, and obviously the band name is Cloud Atlas. Very, very much of a turn and swivel in terms of the genre, which you will find out straight away. One, because I'm not playing an acoustic drum kit. Oh yeah, and just before we go any further, this is the same place we were practicing in before. We just went a bit mental with spray paint. So yeah, let's just dive in and see what this is all about. I mean, this again is probably about 6 or 7 years old, this video, when it was recorded. As far as I'm aware, we were going for like a kind of Alt J vibe with this song specifically. But Alt J as a band we did kind of idolise. Again, singer, centre stage, can't beat it, can you? You gotta love a singer. I don't know who's filming this actually, to be honest. Not a great fan of the camera angle, but it's the sound that you're here for, not necessarily the video on YouTube, right? I mean, as you can clearly hear, that is not an acoustic kit. I've got an electric kit of one, I can't remember whose it was who lived there, but I just thought I'd use it for this sound that we want to go for. Despite the time that's gone on, I still do think this song is kind of cool. It's rough around the edges because of the way that we've recorded it, but it's a song that I remember that me and the bassist Jack just fucking sat down for, it must have been like a couple of hours, and just thrashed out. Having one guitarist instead of two obviously drops the amount of complexity you could have with a song, unless you add like loads of pedals and effects, which we couldn't afford, nor did we have. So we just made the best of it. Just a side note, I've only just noticed that Jordan's holding an iPad. I don't know how the fuck I missed that, but there we go. I know people used to get a lot of shit for reading lyrics off like iPads and phones and that. I mean, even today, people will say, oh, why are you reading it off a phone? It looks unprofessional. I don't think there's a level of professionalism in this at all. So why the fuck do people feel the need to say something's unprofessional when it's not a professional production? Then we go back to the intro, quality, love it. I can't remember who we actually did that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this song. I've got to say, I'm really enjoying the song. Like, listen to it again. This is by far my favourite song we ever did. This is obviously building up to the bridge. Every song we ever did had to have an extended bridge in it. Don't know why. I do love the look there that Jordan gives Jack and me. because I don't think he fully understood or knew when to come in, because we'd obviously written this and we'd just say this is where you come in, and this is probably the first or second run through of it. Punchy drums, good bass. It's the perfect, you know, bass and drums are the level for any good track. You've got to have them two nailed for the track to go anywhere, because if the bass is shit and the fucking drums are wank, fuck off. What I really like is coming up is the second part of the chorus. It's like really punchy and goes into a kind of more anthem-y rock. But yeah, that was Cloud Atlas with Signals. I think that's like one of 4 or 5 songs that we recorded. Like I say recorded, we literally just used the flip camera and played it live. But yeah, those are the 2 videos that I wanted to kind of re-look at, reminisce and react to. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. Leave a comment, tell us how good we were or how shit we were. I'm expecting some of those and I'll be coming for you. I'm looking to be doing another video reacting to old music, but this time music that I recorded actually as a band and had professionally recorded. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that because I think I've only got the audio tracks, so it might be a bit boring. But I'll try and find a way of doing it. But thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it if you made this far, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.